Everyone says the 49ers need to fix the offensive line, protect Purdy, upgrade the trenches, reinforce the interior. But what if that's not the real problem? What if we've been diagnosing the system and not the cause? All offseason, one phrase keeps dominating the conversation: fix the offensive line. And look, that's not a bad analysis, but when you actually walk through the data calmly and logically, the story shifts. This isn't about defending the offensive line. It's about identifying the root issues heading into 2026. Let's start with what we do know. Brock Purdy holds the ball an average of 3.14 seconds, the longest time to throw in the league. The center position posted a low 55.1 pass blocking grade. Those two numbers together make it very easy to say the offensive line is the problem, and emotionally that makes sense. Interior pressure is loud, it's visible, it feels catastrophic. But here's the real question: is the offensive line structure broken, or is it under stress? Because there is a difference. Because when you zoom out, the picture changes. Trent Williams posted an 85.6 overall grade, fourth among tackles. Dominic Pooney posted an 80.5 overall grade, fifth among guards. That's not a bottom tier line. That's a line with a weak link, not a collapsed system. Now, let's look at it functionally. When motion usage was high, efficiency jumped. When McCaffrey was used as a dual threat weapon in space, explosive rate increased. This offense is still structurally sound when it stays on schedule. That matters because broken offenses don't spike in efficiency. They collapse consistently. San Francisco didn't collapse. They fluctuated, which tells us something deeper is affecting the stability. Now let's pivot. The 49ers defense generated a 30.4 pressure rate. That ranked 30th in the NFL. Their sack rate, just 3.16%. For comparison, championship-level defenses typically sit near 7%. That's not a minor drop-off. That's a structural weakness. And when your defense cannot consistently generate pressure or get off the field, two things happen. Your offense loses rhythm, your offense plays from urgency, and urgency changes everything. Here's the chain reaction. Defenses fail to generate pressure. Opposing drives extend. Offensive plays become tighter, faster, and more urgent. Passing volume increases. Interior protection is exposed. Fans blame the offensive line. The line has a vulnerability, yes, but vulnerability becomes crisis when multiplied by that stress. And that stress begins on the other side of the ball. This wasn't an isolated protection issue, it was a structural imbalance. The inability to play complementary football. If you misdiagnose the problem, you misallocate the resources. If you believe the offensive line is the core issue, you overspend on the offensive line. But if the larger issue is defensive disruption and game control, that shifts the entire offseason blueprint. Because when your defense can dictate tempo, the offense dictates the terms. And when the offense dictates terms, the Shanahan system thrives. So no, this isn't an excuse for the offensive line. The center position must be improved, without a doubt. But the biggest problem heading into 2026, it isn't protection. It's the structural stress created by a defense that couldn't consistently close, fix the balance, and a lot of the offensive problems shrink. That is the real issue.
It's not faith.